Hey guys, what's going on? This is your old pal CHH. Today we are talking about 28 years later. Now, I was pretty excited for this movie. The trailer for this one got me hooked. And, I had to see this trailer because it was in the movie theater when I would see it, because I don't like watching them at the house anymore. But, I was ready. This movie just had me hook, line, and sinker when I saw it. Now, I'm admittedly not a huge fan of the first movie. I definitely agree that the story and the acting and everything is really good in it, but the movie is kind of hard for me to just sit through and watch because I know it's stylistically, maybe, whatever it is, that makes it look so gritty and bad, but I just would prefer the movie to look really good. I did actually revisit 28 Weeks Later to get prepared for this movie, and I enjoyed that one quite a bit. So here we are now, guys, with 28 years later. I like to just kind of give you my answer right out in the front. Did I like it? Did I not like it? The answer is, like my high school relationships, it's complicated. Let's talk about this movie in a brief sense. What is it about without getting into any spoilers? Well, this movie revolves around a father and son who have a sick mom, and they're living on a remote island that has been able to basically form some sort of civility, some life that is okay. But the thing is, once you get off that island and get into the mainland, it is a hellhole. It is post-apocalyptic to say the least. And I gotta credit them for making it truly feel post-apocalyptic. When you see like Shell gas stations in there, it looks like it's been run down for years. The way this movie presented it, feeling like it was an apocalypse, was done marvelously. I give a lot of credit there. But the story is very simple and something you can really sink your teeth into, no pun intended, and that I really enjoyed. There are some moments in this film in the beginning that got me so worked up, my heart felt like it was beating through my chest. There's things I could say about this movie, especially in the first half, that are so good. I think it's some of the best stuff I've seen so far this year. I'm not going to say it's necessarily classic George Romero zombie quality, but man, 28 years later starts off on fire. I absolutely enjoyed it. But that's basically the premise. This movie has this story about the father and son as they're trying to just make their way. The dad's trying to toughen up his son to get ready for the world that he's going to have to live with and understand how to protect yourself against zombies. And that's where we see moments where they go on to the mainland and you see the son fighting for his life to learn how to defend himself. Now, this is something that has nothing to do with the plot, but I'm just going to say there are zombies in this movie that truly feel and look disgusting. There are these bigger zombies that are these bloated, fat zombies that crawl through the woods that just grossed me out in such a great way. So much so that it almost had like a Silent Hill type of feel to them. And I mean that as a compliment because I love Silent Hill. There were moments of tension in here and just suspense and scenes of chases that are marvelous. Truly marvelous. There are things about this film I instantly want to be able to watch again, and unfortunately the movie gets weird. I'll stop it there. I'll get into a spoiler section, but I'll let you guys know. But this movie just kind of takes not necessarily a 180, but almost a little bit of like a 180, I guess. Like, this movie just does stuff that should have been done at the beginning of the next one to preserve this movie, to preserve a movie that I thought was this beautifully acted, written, you name it, all the things people say, but encapsulated. This could have been this beautifully encapsulated, great post-apocalyptic zombie film that truly had people on the edge of their seat the entire time, and they couldn't help themselves. Now, I hear that they're already made other ones, or they're doing 2 more, and that's well and good, but we should have saved some of the weirdness for the next movie to start off with. That way we can be prepared for it from the start, as opposed to just being taken on this serious, intense trip only to be, you get what I'm saying. Overall, guys, like, because of that, I wanted to get, when I was watching this movie at first, I was like, this is a 4-star film all the way, even 4.5. And then it just got more and more like, really? Wait, what? Oh, come on. Turn it into a 3-star film faster than anything I've ever seen. There were moments of absolute zombie greatness in here. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating. I can't wait to see what people think about this movie. If you have seen it, please let me know. And if you're going to see it, definitely let me know when. And I'm anticipating what you guys have to say. So it's a very frustrating movie that I like, but I don't foresee what they do in the next ones changing how I feel about the package that was 28 years later. It just is what it is, I guess. So, 3 stars. It's a 3-star film that could have been 4 or 4.5. I really mean that. All right, so guys, let's get into the spoiler section right now. 3, 2, 1. I mean, up until the point to where we see the pregnant zombie, which already kind of like annoyed me because we've seen it before. I appreciate the fact that they try to do something different where the baby gets delivered and the baby's perfectly fine. Of course, I'm referencing Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. I could have taken that scene because I get how it adds a sense of levity and drama to a scene, but we're already being chased by this maniacal, well-hung zombie guy, and he's hauling ass. I mean, if you're not freaked out or have enough tense in a scene like that, I don't really see what the need was to have the pregnant zombie. I mean, it's plausible that that could have happened, but, you know, the fact that the baby was okay because the doctor says it's because of the placenta that kept the baby okay, whatever. I could accept that. The scenes with the doctor, all while quirky, were still somewhat in the same vein of the rest of the movie, especially the first half where you have this beautifully serious horror film that is refreshing to see, where a lot of stuff nowadays can't help but try to just be a little silly. The serious tone of this first half of the movie was just amazing, and the doctor stuff got quirky, but it was just a lighter shade of gray that I was willing to accept. Then we get to the very end of the film where it looks like a bunch of backup dancers in a Limp Bizkit video showed up, and I just have questions. This is why I say something like this should have started at the beginning of the second movie, just to throw everybody a curveball at the start, that way they can settle in with it. Where with this movie, you're just like, what? What just happened? How does that make any sense? And to me, it just did not play off good at all. This movie should have ended where he almost died, the kid, and you hear, hey, can we help you out? Cut. Second movie shows from that moment on. They could have perfectly packaged this great serious horror film, and instead they had to throw a bunch of salt, pepper, vinegar, you name it, all kinds of crazy seasonings. Well, those aren't crazy seasonings, but you get my point. They had to throw on a bunch of seasonings at the end that just took people out. I remember in my theater, people were just like, huh? Like, I audibly heard people groan. I felt the same way. The first half of this movie, in my opinion, is some of the best zombie apocalyptic movie stuff we've seen in years. I would take the first half of 28 years later over anything zombie related since Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. That's how much I enjoyed it. It's just frustrating for me. It really is frustrating. Like I said, I'm not saying it's classic Romero quality, but when I say that I hadn't felt that good about a zombie film in a very long time that gave me the feelings of watching classic Romero stuff, the first half of 28 years later gave me that big time. I am frustrated. That's how I feel, guys. I'm interested to know how you guys feel down below. Let me know. I guess we'll see what happens, guys. It's definitely going to be a movie I buy so I can sit at the house and watch, but who knows if my mind will change or if the next movie, when you put it together, will change how I feel about this one whatsoever. My money says no, but I'm willing to have my mind changed when the movie comes out. That's how I feel about it, guys. Let me know how you guys feel about it. For now, this is your old pal CHH, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Huge, giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.